So the big question, the final question we have for you, can we end homelessness? And if so, how?
If we address three fundamental needs, we can end homelessness. The first one really is we need more affordable housing. We need more development of units because there is just so much need out there at this time. And some people experiencing homelessness simply need affordable housing. They don't need ongoing supports. They just need a place to live that they can pay rent, they can pay utilities, they can afford food, and they can live their lives. And so that's step one. For other people, they need that step, and then they also need intensive supports. And that's where we really need more services that provide support to people on the higher end in terms of support needs. Supports like assertive community treatment. When Housing First was originally conceptualized and designed, that was the support arm. It was a very intensive support team that could meet the needs of people who had equally intensive support needs. And over time, what we've seen is there are fewer and fewer assertive community treatment teams providing care and support to Housing First tenants. Really, it's been replaced by case management. And case management can be, again, helpful for some, but some people need more than that. And so recognizing that it starts with getting people out of homelessness, but once people are in supportive housing, that's a tough job and it's an ongoing job. And so ensuring that those people who need intensive supports like assertive community treatment have access to them is really, really essential. And so we need to be funding more of these types of services. And then finally, we need to look at income support programs in, I'll say our province. I'm in Ontario, so I'll say Ontario, but this is true of other regions, other communities as well, certainly. In Ontario, we have two primary income support programs, one called Ontario Works and one called Ontario Disability Support Program, neither of which provide rates that are sufficient for meeting the needs of many people that rely on them for income to meet their basic needs. In short, the income support programs that we have in the province aren't working to end homelessness. And so transformation's needed. And that transformation, I don't know what it could look like. Some of it is simply raising rates would go a long way to helping people to be able to afford places leaving homelessness. Other ideas that have been thrown around are things like universal basic income to replace social assistance systems. This is something that we briefly piloted in Ontario. We unfortunately, it wasn't around long enough to really understand the long-term impacts, including the benefits of it, but it's something that really does warrant consideration. We don't know if it will work for certain, but we know that our current systems largely don't work for people experiencing homelessness. And so when it comes to ending homelessness and can we do it, I think if we develop more affordable housing, if we fund intensive supports and are true to the fidelity of those, that we aren't watering down some of those supports so that they're a little bit more, so that they're cheaper. And if we can transform the way that our income support programs are so that they're better working for people experiencing homelessness, including those that want to go back into the labor market, and recognizing that many people experiencing homelessness want to go back into the labor market, but they're de-incentivized from doing that on our existing programs. We have income support programs that work for people. We can end homelessness.